What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode. Now I'm excited to say today that we will be working back on the Evo. At the moment I've started to pull some suspension components off because I thought while it's on jack stands and up in the air, why don't we rip everything off, get it nice and clean, send the bolts over and get them zinc plated so then everything's all nice and new when we put it back together. Also some bushes. So I'll show you what I've done so far. As you can see, most of the suspension components are all removed. Basically everything apart from the subframe and the diff. So that's what we're going to remove next, because why would we put some clean suspension arms into a dirty diff?
Feet, this is a shakedown. Order up that beat just like a takeout.
Well, maybe that wasn't as graceful as I'd hoped to remove the diff and the housing, but we did get it out. As you can see, it's finally down. Now we should just be able to wheel it out with this jack.
Just the way you like it.
Alright, so I'm not sure if it was from the fall or whether it was already like that, but the front arm is fractured basically all the way around. We're going to have to get a new arm for that, unfortunately. It was most likely because of the drop, but it is what it is. Hopefully it's not too expensive of a repair. But at the end of the day, these things happen and just got to own it and move forward. So let's start getting this all cleaned. So the diff and the arms come up really clean. As you can see, they're spotless, but they're painted, so it's a lot easier to clean painted surfaces than it is to clean cast surfaces. So what we'll do now is we'll just take these bolts out at the back here, and then we can pull the diff assembly off, and then I'll be able to maneuver and clean this down properly. I'll get the brush and scrub it down. I'll go over, finish cleaning this up, and then we'll send those bolts off, and they'll probably take about a week, maybe 2 weeks before those bolts are done. So let's fast forward 2 weeks time and let's go pick up those bolts. Alright, we're back. So unfortunately it has been a few months in between both parts of this video. Now we did order some new parts from Mitsubishi and a few other places, and we had to wait like 3 or 4 months just to get rear ball joints for the car. We were back and we're ready to start putting this car back together. Alright, so as you can see, we have quite a lot of parts here. We've got all the control arms and everything that's all been cleaned. We got all brand new wheel bearings, ball joints, tie rods, bushes, everything you name it, it's all been brand new, even up to all the bolts here that we all have coated from AA Vinny's coating. So these look absolutely fantastic. Now, before we start putting everything onto the vehicle, we have to go and replace some ball joints. So as you can see, this one has been hacked, is to put the term lightly. So let's go start replacing those ball joints and get everything all ready, and then we'll start putting it onto the car. Let's go. So unfortunately I bought this kit off eBay and they didn't come with the correct tooling for this one. So the kit that it come with, it actually pushes it out through that way, and I needed to push it this way, and that tool didn't allow it. Had to do it the other way I knew best, and that was a big ass hammer and a lot of swinging. Finally got it out, so now we can use this press to install it, thankfully. Let's go and install the new ball joint. So after some persuasion, I finally got it on. Best way, multi-grips, and then just work your way around and get the boot on. So that's finally done. So now basically everything is in place. I even went and paint marked everything just in case anything comes loose, then I'll know if it's moved or not. Just don't want anything to come loose in there, but it's looking absolutely awesome at this stage. So let's go and get the disc on, and then we'll get the brake caliper on. Alright, so now that this side is finished, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go and do the other side. But because you already saw me do the other side, we'll just skip all the boring stuff and it'll be finished in 3, 2, 1. And there you go. That left-hand side is now all together. All new sway bar links, bolts, everything's been recoated. How good does that look? Brand new tie rod ends as well, because my old ones had split bushes. Unfortunately, we aren't done there. We got to go and put the rear end back together now, so let's get started. First, we got to put the rear subframe in, and then we can start putting all the arms back in. Let's get into it. Here is the subframe, and we got to get it back in there. Alright, so now that this side is complete and fully in, as you can see, all the brake line is in, the caliper, all the suspension arms are now in. Also, all the bolts have been paint marked to say that I have checked them. Now, you are meant to wait until the vehicle is under load on the ground to do up all your pivot arm bushes and anything that has a bush in it that can be torsioned. So I will redo those once it's back on the ground, and I'll tighten those up properly to spec once the vehicle is on its own weight. So let's go and do the same to the other side, and then we have all the steering and suspension back in place. So let's go get back on the other side. All right, it's finally finished. We finally got all of the rear end back together now. So I'll show you down here. This side is all complete, all new mounting hardware, bushes, everything's been done. Alright, so I guess that leaves only one more thing to do, and that's put the wheels on, so then we can get it on the ground and then shoot it over to the paint shop to get painted. So let's get the wheels back on.
Can I flex? Yes, yes, oh my god. 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 Can I flex? Yes, yes. Can I flex? Yes, yes. Can I flex? Yes, yes, oh my god. Can I flex? Yes, yes. Can I flex? Yes, yes. Can I flex? Yes, yes, oh my god. Smoke super. Who got the flame for your hooker?
Alright, now that all of the wheels are back on, now we can finish off sanding the engine bay, put down the seam sealer around all the bits where I wired off, and then prep it, put some etch primer on there, and then get it ready to go on the back of a tow truck to go down to the panel shop. But I'm so glad I'm finally at the home stretch of this thing, but it's been such a pain. But it's been a lot of money involved, and I'm just happy that I'm finally getting to the stage where I can start putting everything back on. That's going to be all for this episode now. Thank you if you have stayed around this late into the episode. Now, I appreciate all of my subscribers and followers, and all of my people on Instagram as well that make this possible. So I'd like to thank everyone. This has been such a journey so far. It's been 2 years now. I work a lot of hours, and then on top of that, a single income. So I'm just lucky enough that I can actually afford to do this, even though it has taken this long. Just means it takes a little bit longer. Like they say, Rome wasn't built in a day. So thank you for sticking around, and stay safe, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.